Mac, like I told y'all, I just had to confirm and make sure it was true. 8 times going to the playoffs and does not win a single series. A single series. And it broke my heart too, though, because then I remembered why he didn't win a single series, man. It broke my heart when I had to remember why when I looked it up. T Mac's been to 3 game 7s. T Mac is a. There are some guys who have unlucky game 7 curse. Like Melo has never played in a game 7. I don't know if anybody's ever. A fun fact for you guys: Brody's never played in a game 7. So if he gets down 3-2, it's over. If he goes up 3-2, it's over. See what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't know what's up with that with Brad. Like, Brad never played in a game 7. If he go up 3-2, it's over. I don't think he's ever beaten anybody besides Dallas. I think he beat Dallas in 5 games because they just could not stop the 3-point shooting. You know what I'm saying? And then that game winner, that game winner that he hit in game 2 against Dallas, bro, kind of deflated everything because that was nasty. That was nasty, bro. Well, my mother, that job was really, he did short and trifling. I don't even know who was guarding him, but that was trifling. So, like, no game 7s, man. No game 7s. If I would have known that, like, I would have, got ready to go home when Indiana went up 3-2 on us. I mean, bro, don't do game 7s for whatever he got anti game 7 for whatever reason. He either's going to lose in 6 or win in 6. I don't know what's up with that. Right? Tracy got a game 7 curse. And Tracy going to game 7, bro. Bet for the other team. He can't win game 7. I don't know what's up with that, bro. He done had some untimely injuries in game 7. Folks who don't never put up no baskets that went off against him in game 7. Like, he got a curse. I don't know who cursed him. Because T Mac was the truth, bro. Like, I don't want nobody taking this as I'm trying to slight T Mac, or I want people to start talking about T Mac in a negative. Like, nah, man. This is what makes the NBA the NBA. This right here, the harsh reality of cats fighting for wins and can't get them. This is what makes the NBA the NBA. This is the most competitive place on earth, in my opinion. Because while we talking about these dudes, the Zach Levines of the world, and not more recently, but like, yeah, the Zach Levines, the Kevin Loves until he got to Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Carl Anthony Towns until he got Anthony Edwards. Those dudes are steps below these guys that I'm talking about. My first and second round dudes. That's where they made majority of their name was in a first and a second round. Uh, they're a step below those guys. That ain't even discussed. How can I say somebody who's never sniffed playoff contention? How can I put them above someone who's getting sent home in the first? You have to qualify to get in the postseason to get sent home in the first. You see what I'm saying? So like that don't make no sense. You got to crawl before you walk. You know what I mean? So when them boys was in Minnesota, and all of that, like they're a step below. And it's not even close. All my guys, their team never qualified for any sort of anything. Uh, they're a step below, and I'm saying that nicely. Your team never qualified to be in postseason play. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of crazy. And you're supposed to be a star in like 7 or 8 years. You guys never qualified for postseason. That's crazy. T Mac, Carmelo Anthony, VC, whatever, bro. We already know D Wade ain't really going for that in his prime. See, D Wade has kind of isolated us to that, bro, because of what he was picked, what team he went to, and what kind of talent they were able to get him so early on. See what I'm saying? Um, D Wade ain't never really played without no help. Besides, after Shaq, after Shaq left, he home I think 2 times in a row in the first and 3 times in a row. And I mean, even still though, I watched those series, man. I was rooting for Miami. Wade was out there doing this thing. They ain't had no. That's the time I can say Charlotte ain't had no help, no help. Because I would see guys that I know can play, but they just did not step up. Did not step up to help. You know, I saw, yeah, man. I really saw like the first season that they put the big three together in Boston, dog. I saw D Wade face them by himself with no fear, even though he was getting his behind busted. But they was feeling his presence as well. So we just never really saw Dwayne out there by himself as much as we did T Mac, as much as we did Carmelo. Miami just did a good job of making sure that he had help all throughout his career. Um, 14 playoff appearances, dog, is a lot. You know what I mean? Brody played 19 years. He missed the playoffs a few years. He missed the playoffs for 3 years in New York City. He plays for Houston and does not. He didn't go to the playoffs in Houston because he got cut. Um, Goes to the playoffs 2 times back to back in Portland and almost. If they just coaching was terrible during the bubble, like Terry, yeah, it was Terry Stotts. Terry Stotts is why he ain't had no job since then, man. Like he was terrible. He started off great. I don't know what happened with his philosophy. Like he just abandoned his own philosophy. I don't know what happened with Russ. You know what I'm saying? And those years of Melo was on the Trailblazers kind of exposed that. Um, so 14, that's a lot, man. D Wade played like, what I mean, almost I think he played 17 years. 13 appearances is a lot. It's only 4 years and not going to the postseason. And the majority of that is him as an old man. I think he missed the playoffs 1 time as a young man. You know, he missed the playoffs 1 time as a youngin, bro. Bron missed the playoffs only 1 time as a youngin. Melo missed the playoffs 0 as a youngin. And he didn't start. He missed the playoffs for the first time in his life in 2014 when we missed it by a game because we lost. The second to last game of the season, we got eliminated because we lost the game. It was that tight of a race. And I know a couple of teams. I know the Timberwolves did not get in that last segment I talked about when they had their best record under Kevin Love. They did not get into the postseason. They lost to like they got eliminated from contention in like the second to last game because it was just that tight of a race and they lost the game. Can't afford it. You know, I remember like the Clippers or somebody having. I think it was the Bucks. They won 48 games and missed the postseason. So the NBA was different back then. It was hard to really get your rocks off in back then in that league. Um, it was different, man, for sure. Even when T Mac was coming up, bro, like it was a different league. Uh, it was a different league, man. And T Mac's teams like Orlando wasn't much. Orlando to me wasn't all that. Orlando was fun to watch because T Mac was unguardable when he played for them. But they weren't like trash. They were like they were like the Atlanta Hawks. Like they were very in the middle. When it come playoff time, though, definitely I can vouch for Orlando. When it came playoff time, nobody stepped up. Nobody stepped up. And T Mac was an overrated defender, because he's big. You know what I mean? So everybody just he big, he lanky, he can defend. Not necessarily, not necessarily, bro.